Yo.
Face down.
Face down. Okay, no 2 Live Crew.
You know, before we go further,
go ahead.
Before I know we go into the next part.
Go ahead, you extinguish Aaron.
Special condolences out to Joe McKnight.
Yeah.
Lost his life, road rage
Yo,
situation.
that was crazy.
Isn't that crazy, man? I just thought about it.
Did you read the story?
He's out of jail. The guy that shot him is out of jail right now.
For how?
That's what they're trying to figure out right
I
now.
know.
Reports are saying that, and I was reading a little bit on it. They're saying it's some type of stand your ground law in Louisiana where he basically stood his ground. So now, that's speculation.
Is he black?
No, he's Caucasian. He's 54 years old. Ronald Gassler, if I'm saying that right. 54 years old. Now reports are saying that it was a road rage incident. McKnight apparently hit his car, Gasser, and McKnight went to him to apologize, and some words were exchanged, and Ronald Gasser pulled out his gun and shot him. And then basically when he shot him, he said, "I told you not to F with me."
And shot him.
And then shot him again.
While he was on the ground.
While he was on the ground, dying. So there's witnesses that were there.
Yep.
So with witnesses, and they actually said that they witnessed him doing that, but yet Louisiana police are saying that that's not the case.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if the witnesses, and I've heard witness statements as well, and I've read that one lady came out of the store where she was at. She saw 2 men arguing. Joe McKnight was trying to apologize for what had happened.
Absolutely.
He was shot. I understand. How can I say? I don't condone that, but I understand in the heat of the moment that first shot. I get it. But then
to do it.
But then you turn from being threatened to being the threatener,
right? To
stand over top of him, and then there was no warrant for the second shot,
right? And that's what I understand. Like, and they're not. I think Louisiana's kind of on the fire because of the situation. They're not giving us all the reports that would actually give us an idea of what happened. You know, just to see that. I mean, I don't understand. Now, let's fast forward back, or rewind rather, to the Cordell, I can't remember the gentleman's name, Will Smith, that passed away from the Saints. That was in a similar situation with road rage.
Yeah, but that guy, he had the intent to do that because he knew exactly who Will Smith was.
Absolutely, but I mean, that's intent. But my thing is, if you're standing over somebody and you're screaming vulgar language, and you're shooting over him, that's not standing your ground.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You go from being standing your ground to protection, for self-protection, to then becoming an aggressor. You're no longer an aggressor, right? You're no longer a victim at that. You're no longer a victim at that point. You are the aggressor at that point.
I just don't understand how they let after that. You basically
get
out. You get out.
Was he released or did he post bond?
He's out.
Like they released him.
They released him.
So they haven't. They can. So
the
investigation is ongoing, so they can still charge.
The case is still open.
Okay.
They're still going to look into it. They could charge him again, but my thing is.
Well, I mean, he hasn't been charged.
Hasn't been charged yet, no. But my thing is, where are we looking at? From the second part of the story, if someone's standing,
and the witnesses' statements are consistent,
right? If someone's standing over somebody, yelling explicits or cursing rather, and then they shoot somebody, that right there to me, and I'm not a Harvard scholar, but that's intent. Right, and it's not even the fact that he shot somebody. It's the transpiration of events where he says, "I told you don't blank with me," and then shoot you. Right, because at that point your anger, but you're out. You're out, and not even out on bail. You just released. I hope and I trust that the Louisiana Police Department that's handling the case let him out with the precaution to say, "Look, don't go far. This is still the ongoing investigation, and charges could be pending and upcoming." I'm gonna be honest with you. I hope. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they don't charge this man, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, because it's gonna be a problem. But from all, it's gonna be a problem. And the thing is and I understand it's not just just Louisiana, everywhere. Yeah, it's not just the fact of because it is the tension is very very. Oh, it's very. I mean, ever since November 8th, we know what November 8th was. The tension has changed. Yeah. I mean, it was already something from the summer, the Minnesota situation, the Louisiana situation earlier. It already was something. Right. But now with this, it could be level DEFCON, man. Like seriously, we got to be careful. Like, and the thing is, it's not just the fact of it's 2 lives that are affected. 1 life is gone. It's kids. It's the kids. But Joe McKnight, this is his hometown. Yeah. He was an NFL football player. Was playing in the CFL, the Saskatchewan. Yeah, he's playing in the CFL. Rough Riders. And then he's beloved by that community. Yeah.
Was making the comeback.
Yeah, trying to make a comeback.
So it isn't like So Louisiana Police Department, the town, I don't know if it's on a state level, on a municipal level. Mm-hmm. You have to know this is just bigger than the two lives that were and the two parties involved.
This is huge. I mean, this is not only bigger in Louisiana. This is going to be a national story, man.
The nation,
that's what I'm saying.
The nation are on you.
If they don't charge us, man, and I'm saying within the next 72 hours. Expect some protesting. Yeah, but see, and a little bit more than that, you know.
But see, the thing is,
hopefully we don't have nothing like that.
I don't want them to rush to charges that he can walk away from. Like, I want them to do their time and make sure they charge him right. The due diligence and charge him right, because he is whatever he's charged with. He has the right to a fair trial, and even though with the statements that we've seen and the facts that we know about the situation, it paints him as a guilty criminal. He still has his right to a fair trial. Once again, I mean, I just hope that they get it right.
I don't want to. I try not to dive into the race thing because I love everyone. It doesn't matter what color you are, nothing like that. But some of the things are just unfair. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it were me or you that shot somebody, would we be in jail right now? That's my thing.
The chances of us being charged and not let go will be very, very higher than Mr. Gassler.
If we were in New Jersey right now, and if we got an incident right now, we left the studio right now. Right now we left. And I hit some. I got an accident, fender bender. Guy was on the cell phone, hit me. If I went up to him and shot him, which I wouldn't do, of course, but if I did that, would I be in jail right now?
Well, no. See, that's the thing. This is what I've said. I've said this. I've been a big proponent of this from the jump. That there's too many individual states that have different gun laws. There's not one national. I agree with that. There's not one national hierarchy. And the state of New Jersey, even if that happened, if Joe McKnight was the aggressor, or say he was actually physically being attacked, if Joe McKnight was actually attacking Mr. Gassler and he defended himself with his weapon and his firearm, he would still go to jail. He would automatically be charged.
New Jersey laws is horrible.
New Jersey gun laws, they're way more strict.
Yeah.
So I mean, would you have these states that you stand your ground and
it's
such a gray area of what stand your ground actually means.
Yeah. I mean, the bottom line is we all have to get on the same page as far as every state, and this is what should happen. Everyone should have the same laws carried over. Period.
Yeah. And this is the thing.
And I think we do that, it'll be better. It'll be much better.
Now this is the thing. You look at this whole starting off point, the whole base point of what these shootings have happened. That's going back to Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman. If George Zimmerman felt as if Trayvon Martin was doing something illegal, he thought he was a person of interest,
causing a disturbance.
Yeah, causing a disturbance. Right. And now Trayvon defended himself. Zimmerman walked away. We all know that. So that set precedent for other stand your ground cases, even though it's a different state. So
you mean Trayvon tried to walk away?
Yeah,
Trayvon. You said
Trayvon
walked away.
No, Trayvon. I'm talking about he walked away from charges.
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha.
He walked away from charges. Yeah. So, but we all understand. Zimmerman encountered Trayvon. Trayvon tried to walk away. Zimmerman tackled him. Trayvon defended himself. In this case, and Zimmerman walked away. So understand your ground. Right. So in this situation, understand your ground. Joe McKnight didn't engage Mr. Gassler at all.
He was trying to diffuse it.
He was trying to diffuse the situation. So hopefully they can see the differences in those two scenarios. I know it's two different states and a different different set of people making the decisions and lawmakers.
Right.
Yeah. So, but hopefully they can see that. So listen.
Yeah, we got to move on. I mean, but I just want to bring that up because that's something that's national news right now. It's starting to really get heavy.
A lot of traction.
And I know that we talk about sports, but something like this we just had to just dive into real quick. But I mean, I know we got a lot to talk about, with the Eagles and Packers. Honestly, I think yesterday was the first day I got out of the loss, and it's been a while.
I don't know why.
Because you know why? Because
Aaron Rodgers slings that thing, man.
I understand that, but
and when you play off from 7 yards and you're playing, I don't understand how you could play.
It's the way we lost.
It's the way we lost. Yes,
I think it's the way we lost, and I think it kind of reminds me of one of those games where and I think were we favored to win that one?
Yes.
Okay, it's one of those games where you're favorite to win. Okay, you know that you're not great against Aaron Rodgers, but my first problem is, and I'm gonna say this, people. Dougie P, why are you deferring, son? Why? Tell me why. You take the ball first. You get on top. You got to get on top of this type of team. They're horrible on this as far as their secondary is horrible. Top, bottom, they're at the bottom of as far as ranked
bottom half of the league, yeah.
And you just don't take advantage of the things that you need to take advantage of. And it's secondly, more importantly, You're playing 7 yards off of them.
Right. No pressure.
No
Press coverage. Soft zone. And you're giving up the inside routes. I understand Jim Schwartz probably wanted to keep everything in front of him. You're also playing single high safety. You had Jenkins in the slot. This is my thing. People went into this game, and myself included. You look at Green Bay's record. You say 4-6. They're giving up 40-some-odd points. Last 2 weeks they did it to Washington, and they also did it to Tennessee.
Yes.
But throughout that time, it wasn't like Aaron Rodgers was playing bad.
No.
He has 25 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, he does.
Devontae Adams, since week 4,
started playing.
Good. Leads the league of receptions. So it wasn't the offensive side of the ball; it was the defense. But so in order to attack their weakness, you had to get them off the field.
So that's my point.
So that goes back. But I don't know how much Doug Peterson is involved in the defensive game plan when it gets installed.
And I don't. He's not. I mean,
that's the problem.
But when I think to a degree he lets his coaches coach, which I'm fine with that.
Well, Jim Schwartz coach, he got outcoached.
Oh, he got outcoached. There's no doubt about it. He got outcoached. He got out-schemed.
It's big on Doug Peterson, but I think it's bigger on Jim Schwartz because Jim Schwartz, yes, you have your base defense, but you also have to take into account that Aaron Rodgers knows your defense very well for coming from Detroit, playing in the same division.
And he's got to mix it up though. He didn't even mix it up. He was so vanilla.
Brought no pressure.
No pressure. And and I understand your front four is decent. But right now, if you see that they're not getting to the quarterback, then you change it up. You bring in Hicks. You bring in Kendricks.
Well, they were getting. They just had no QB contained because Aaron Rodgers can run.
He was killing them.
He was killing them on the run.
But my thing is, okay, and we both said it earlier. If you're playing 7 yards off the ball, he kept throwing those screens, which is basically a run. It's basically a lot of times those wide receiver screens are basically runs. Okay, because the running game is not what it is.
The ball was out of his hands in less than 2 seconds.
In 2 seconds. So you make an adjustment.
Your pass rusher didn't have time to get there.
You bring your guys up, and you make an adjustment and make him beat you in other ways. And
you have to make him hold. So this is two things.
Right now. I'm banging on tape.
This is 2 things.
I'm getting mad, people.
If you do press man coverage, which you disrupt the route for the wide receiver, so he can't get the ball out in his hands in 2 seconds, which then gives you time for your pass rush to maybe get home.
Gotcha.
And listen, I want to say out here to people, I understand Fletcher Cox has had a disappointing season stats-wise, but if you go back and look at that game, he was very disruptive, but Aaron Rodgers was getting the ball out so fast, and he was rolling out, and he had no QB contain, so he was just, it made Fletcher Cox pretty much ineffective throughout the whole game.
But you made a great point, and we talked about it on the phone. Corey Hunt, right?
Yes.
The cornerbacks, not turning ahead. And not turning ahead, but more importantly, McKelvin.
Yes.
Listen, bro, if your reports are saying your hamstring's messed up, then take yourself out. But I know.
He gave up the one touchdown. He gave up the one touchdown, which I think is bad because
a couple times.
He got beat. But listen, Nolan Carroll, that ball went right through your hands. Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I'm trying to tell people this going into the game. Aaron Rodgers is
He's a bad man.
Man,
he is.
That throw to the back left corner of the end zone. Nolan Carroll, I don't know if Corey Unlin can coach him up on that or if that has to be instinctive. But listen, you have to know that the end zone is your boundary. That's your friend. Play the ball. That's what makes cornerbacks from good to great. Yeah. You see Jalen Mills do that, and he is still raw, but he turns his head and he plays the ball. But you have to be at that point. You have to become the receiver instead of the defender.
Right now, but more importantly, and I just want to dive in this real quick. More importantly, on the offensive side, Dougie P.
Yeah, let's get to the offense.
Let's talk about. Let's sit down and talk, my friend.
Let's talk about
let's talk about running the ball, but let's talk about this one actual space of plays that was so big, and we talked about it. Smallwood runs the ball 9 yards.
Yep.
9 yards, right? And then 4, right? Am I correct in saying that?
Mm-hmm.
So 9-9-4. Midfield.
This is the first drive of the second half,
right?
It's 14-10.
14-10. So you have 3 straight runs. Excellent runs.
Yes.
You go away from it. You pass the ball.
And what happens?
Interception.
No, before that.
Which one?
That big hit that Carson
Yes, before that big hit.
So it was 9-9-4. Drops back. Carson gets lit up.
So I thought he was hurt, by the way.
Yeah, he got up slow. You could tell him. You could definitely tell him. He winced a little bit. No part on Wentz. No part on that.
No pun intended. Yeah.
No pun intended. But then, so he should have been under center. The next play, run the ball, then take the shot. You asking him to hit a seam route, which he really hasn't hit all season. You know, and
why you?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Pete. I just gotta. Why are you going away from the run, please? I just want to know why. Why are you going away from the run when it worked? Andy Reid Jr. I'm gonna start calling you Andy because you're Andy Reid Jr.
Yeah,
that's who he is.
Yeah,
he is what we thought he was.
Yeah,
and that's Andy Reid reincarnated. Why are you going away from the run? Can somebody please tell me? Facebook me, Twitter, whatever the case may be. Tell me why.
Where can they find you on Facebook and Twitter?
Listen, I'm just mad right now. I don't know.
You forgot it?
They can find us somewhere.
Philly Sports Guys on Facebook. Philly Sports number one PSG. Philly Sports Guys also on Twitter as well.
Yes, I want to find out if anybody can answer the $1 million question. And we got to give a break, but why are you going away from the run? Can you answer that, please, Peter?
Yeah, it took him 2 days just to understand that he should have ran. At least he admitted it. This is a relationship.
Yeah, this is like a relationship, man.
Our fandom with the Philadelphia Eagles and all our Philadelphia
teams. Then I got to deal with all these Dallas Cowboys fans and all these Giants fans.
We'll get to that.
I need $1 Snickers.
This is Pride TV right now. But listen. Damn. I don't know why he got away from the run.
Oh my
gosh. The 2-yard challenge that he did, in hindsight, he wish he had that back. Even though there wasn't no plays after that point that were considered to be challenged. Maybe the Jordy Nelson throw. But listen, I don't know.
Oh, that's a push-off, by the way.
That's a push-off.
Let's talk about. Okay, we got a break, don't we?
Huh?
We got a break?
Yeah, we're up against it. So listen, when we come back on the other
side,
side, Philly Sports Guys is going to come back. We're going to finish up our review with the Eagles and Packers. We'll look into the Eagles and Bengals tomorrow, and then we'll also do our PSG picks. I'm going to get Aaron a handkerchief or a tissue or something, a Snickers or something, because he needs to get his spirits lifted. Somebody, if you're watching this, go to our Facebook, Philly Sports Guys, send us a positive tweet and direct it right at Aaron, because he needs it really bad. Stick around on the other side. We'll be back. I'm Peter. That's Aaron, Philly Sports Guys.
Jersey Mike's to give a sub some sizzle. This is the way. The way it's always been. The way it always should be. The way it always will be. Because that's just the way it's supposed to be. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
My dream job is to run and manage my own spa one day.
To be the general manager for the Jumeirah Hotel in Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
I feel that Mercier's has prepared me very well for my future in the hospitality industry.
The kitchen is incredible.
You are planning the meal, doing all the costing and the recipes. You're in charge of everything going on in the kitchen.
They really do get you prepared, and they want to make sure that you have a job after college.
When it comes to injuries,
they're not all created equal.
That's why at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine,
our team of doctors will coordinate and customize your care
to provide the best treatment options using the area's most advanced medical technology.
All with one goal in mind.
To get you back in the game.
We call life.
Pain-free.
Drug-free.
Surgery-free. That's what we do here at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine.
Get better faster.
Stay better longer.
Saving your business money is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Tanker Consulting Services, a payment solutions expert, will show you how with a free, detailed, written analysis illustrating your cost savings. We usually uncover savings between 10 and 25%, and sometimes more. We can help your business succeed by providing reliable and secure merchant payment solutions such as merchant services programs, point-of-sale systems, and ATM machines. TCS, one of the leaders in regional credit card processing consulting, offers electronic payments to merchants locally and nationwide through our preferred vendor programs. We work to keep business costs down with a comprehensive suite of quality products, services, and customized credit card processing programs exclusively tailored for your company. TCS is convenient, reliable, and innovative, with customer service available 24/7, 365 days a year. Our in-depth industry knowledge, partnership strategy, and innovative processing solutions allow for a specialized approach to providing merchant bank processing with 100% full fee disclosure. TCS is one-stop shopping for all your merchant services solutions. Our clients save money 100% of the time. Trust Tanker Consulting Services, the knowledgeable, professional, and friendly provider of secure payment services. We set the standard by which others are measured. Call now for a free written analysis. 609-922-0201.
Today's show has been sponsored by More Than Gifts. Come see our new location in Marlton, New Jersey. Not just gifts, but more.
Some well wishes, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
We back.
I'm composed. Are you composed now?
We back. Listen to that song? Mace. We back.
I never heard no song.
You heard them say that.
Harlem World.
Yo, big shout out to my mom, Carolyn M. Robbins. She right now is in rehab. She went through a little something, and she's in good spirits right now. I talked to her yesterday. We talked a few minutes, and she's feeling real good. So that's a big thing for me, right. Boy. So big shout out to Carolyn.
People out there, our family, people that are sons. I mean, I hold my mom. I love my father.
Oh man,
rest in peace. I miss you every day, but. My mom is held to a different standard, man. Like my mom is my hero. She's been through so much.
Yeah.
A very strong woman. You know what I mean?
She is.
Especially to deal with sons like us. You gotta have a strong
mom. Man. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah. But real quick, switching gears.
Yeah, man. Let's get into it. This is why I want to talk about the karma aspect of what had happened was.
you still on the karma thing.
So you don't play Aguilar, which is the wrong decision. Jordan Matthews gets hurt.
You know what's funny? I don't understand. The guy was playing like crap. Let's keep it real. He's playing like crap, man.
But if anything,
sometimes
it's a boot. I understand. I'm not disagreeing with the wake-up call. You sitting the first quarter, so he could have feasted on the secondary. There was plays to be made. You look. How many slants did DGB catch?
He got about 4. Which
in the first series,
which we said we should have kept going to him.
Yes. Should have kept going to him. And then you saw Trace drop a ball on a deep cross. Mm-hmm. Maybe Aguilar drops it. Maybe he doesn't.
We saw the one behind him a little bit.
Yeah,
that's a tough catch.
Yeah, but see, what I'm saying is also one thing that for the life of me I don't understand what Doug Peterson didn't do on offense besides not running the ball. There was no vertical shots, not once during the game. They didn't go vertical once during the game.
He had no time. They was getting to him.
Why?
Well,
because
the line was Green
Bay
line.
Yeah, Brandon Brooks
made the line.
But Green Bay knew that we weren't running the ball. That's what I'm saying.
But that's Dougie P. That's his
when
fault.
you run it, even when you keep it honest and you run maybe 1 or 2 yards here at a time, it gives the perception that you may run. Look at it.
They're playing honest.
Right. Look at Thursday night, Dallas and Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott, he had about 50 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
But those 50 yards, that was a threat of the run.
Right.
Play action, you play off of that. You know what I mean? So listen, going into tomorrow's game, the Packers game is in the past. Yes, maybe the playoff hopes is looking very, 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 very
slim.
Very dim and slim.
Mathematically, you're still in it.
Mathematically,
the Redskins play Arizona tomorrow. Arizona, they lose tomorrow. You win tomorrow. You half game out.
Yep.
And then Tampa loses tomorrow.
Because then you play Washington. Right. You play Washington next Sunday.
Right.
So you can theoretically get to possibly 10-6. Yeah, you got to go Baltimore. Then you got to go your division games again. But
tough.
But it is tough. But it is tough. But Washington and New York, those are the two teams that sit in a wild card spot. Look,
hey, listen, New York could lose 4 to 5 games. They could lose 3 out of 5 games. It's possible.
You want them to lose, especially next week.
They're gonna lose next week for sure.
Whatever.
And I can't stand Dallas, and I can't stand New York. But honestly, let's keep it real, and let's be honest. X and O's.
New York fans are more knowledgeable than Dallas fans, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I can say that.
You work with one Neil.
Yeah, he is knowledgeable. But there's some New York fans out there that's just idiots.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
New Yorkers.
There's some guys that are really intelligent. They know football. Like my man Salome Bay. Shout out to Salome Bay, who will be on here next couple weeks. Salome Bay, he knows football. Matt Combs, he's another guy. He knows football.
Well, who are they fans of?
Donnell Alexander's another guy. He knows football. But they're Giants fans.
Okay, so you didn't mention one Cowboys fan.
Oh, the Cowboys fans?
I don't know one. All right, shout out my boy Clyde. Maybe that's one. Like he's a knowledgeable Cowboys fan. But
I would say Dobbs McCray, but Dobbs McCray does stuff that just. You ever had that person on your Facebook page that just does certain things and just annoy you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, like I understand their wins, and I understand they're looking good right now, but just keep it humble.
Right.
Because I mean, look, and there's some idiot Philadelphia Eagles fans out there. I know that. There's some idiots out there, but me, myself, and I will keep it humble. Let the guys play the game. Let's see what happens.
All right, so look, let's dive into this Packers-Bengals game as we'll press for time.
Eagles-Bengals. I got you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Packers-Bengals. Jesus. Eagles-Bengals. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I got the ghost of Green Bay.
It got you on your mind. It's on your mind.
Yeah, but I'm not upset about it because Green Bay is Green Bay, and now I'm upset that my proclamation that we wouldn't lose a game at home.
Yeah.
Yes, that's over and done.
And I believe you too.
7-1 ain't bad. 7-1 ain't bad. 7-1 ain't bad. You got to speak it into existence.
Yeah.
Speak it into existence. 7-1. So listen, Eagles Bengals in Cincinnati. I haven't seen the injury report. I know that Ryan Matthews and Halapuli Vatai are out for us.
Yes.
I know there's some injuries on the Bengals side. I don't know if Burfict's playing.
Burfict is going to play.
He is going to play.
Please
keep him away from Wentz as much as possible.
Gio Bernard's
out.
He's
out. He tore his ACL.
AC Green's out.
AJ
Green, rather. Excuse me.
He's out. AC Green.
Took it back. AJ Green's out. Who else I'm thinking offhand? I mean, that's the biggest injuries they have offhand. Yeah. But Kirkpatrick's going to play. Pac-Man Jones, all those guys are playing.
Now you got Jeremy Hill. Now the offensive. Now this is the thing for the defensive line. You got smacked in your face. The defense as a whole. So Jim Schwartz, I hope he coached a lot of fire this week. Coach his guys up and say, hey, play with passion, play for one another. And you heard it with Brandon Graham. He was on 94 WIP.
Get me to talk about that. That's a
94 WIP. He said, look, we were pressing so much, and he said, look, we just need to get back to having fun.
Yeah.
And you heard Odell Beckham talk about that earlier. And you heard Cam Newton talk about that earlier this season when they said, look, we're pressing so much.
Play the game.
This is a game. Have fun while you play. And hopefully they get back this week, tomorrow, and have fun because they can definitely have success because Andy Dalton is not a mobile quarterback. No. If anything, he's going to slop in the pocket. So the ends pressure him and sliding right into Fletcher Cox and Benny Logan.
Here's a big matchup. I was checking out. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing the man's name wrong. Tackle for the Bengals, Cedric Agabugu. I may be saying that wrong. I'm tearing your name up. But anyway, he's the rookie from Texas A&M.
Yeah.
He's going to be going against Brandon Graham. He's been giving up the last 3 games, 2 sacks a game.
Okay.
And then they also have a rotation where they'll bring him out and they'll throw in Eric Winston, who's a 13, 14-year veteran. So look for Brandon Graham to have an excellent game. Look for him to have 2 sacks. He is leading Eagles as far as sacks. So
now
big for
us. I want to see similar to what the Giants used to have is that NASCAR package, that very fast speed rush where you have Fletcher Cox on the field. Maybe you have Brandon Graham, Curry, and Barwin all lined up as your front 4 down.
They said something about that.
So hopefully you can get some of that. As far as I like our matchup of our wideouts and tight ends, possibly on our linebackers, Cincinnati, they're not that great against the run. I mean, they were decent. It was a divisional game last week against Baltimore. They had some chances. Keep them out of the end zone. I know they have a safety. The safety's a pretty weak position. I know that George Ialoka, but he's almost 8 to 10 year vet. Yeah. So you could definitely take some shots. I know they had Drake Kirkpatrick as well, but that's one corner. I mean, he's not a shutdown corner. He is decent.
I mean, right now offhand, I mean, I checked into it. They had the last couple games. They had an interception apiece, from what I understand. I mean, they're decent. I mean, they're not world beaters, but there's options for us. There's opportunities for us in this game. But like I said, DGB's got to be. You gotta.
It's more than DGB. It's the
game. Saying he's going to get a lot of balls.
He proved something to them last week.
Yeah, and he's going to get more. He said
because those catches that he had against Green Bay in that first series, those were contested catches. So maybe you hope that he's finally starting to come around and get it. But listen, as far as a team aspect, they are slightly better than Cincinnati. They're 2 games better in record, but I think they're also slightly better maybe in coaching. Now, Marvin Lewis has been there for 13 years, and this really could be his last hurrah.
Yeah,
so you could put the final nail. You could put the final nail in Cincinnati's coffin this season because they're 3-6-1.
Right.
So I mean,
3-7-1.
I'm sorry, 3-7-1.
Yeah.
So listen, I mean, this is a game. Yes, it's on the road, and you haven't played well, but you just didn't play well at home on a national stage. It's a short week. You got Washington. You can't look forward to that. Look, mathematically, you can't win it.
Mathematically, we in it.
No, in the wild card, you can't win a division.
No, we're not going to win a division. It's done.
You can't win a division, even if Dallas loses the last. They're at 11-5.
Yeah, that's so. I mean, that's done. That's done out the way. The important thing is you want to take one game at a time and win your games.
Have fun.
And have fun. And then listen, Tampa Bay could lose. Tampa Bay plays. I think you told me
San Diego. Coming off that big win against Seattle.
Exactly.
I can't see them put up the same type of performance.
No. I mean, listen. Seattle came, and this is everyone. All the Cowboys fans are saying this. Well, you guys talking about Seattle's gonna beat us. Listen, Seattle came off a tough game. They played on the East Coast and then they played us at home in Seattle, and then they came back to Tampa.
And then they didn't come out of that game against us whole. People don't realize that.
And then Michael Bennett is back, which is huge.
Yeah, Seattle's actually my suicide pick this week against Carolina.
Yeah, Seattle will be in an NFC Championship against the Dallas Cowboys.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, teams that we play, that we beat, for most part in general, come back better. We showed them something about themselves. You saw that in Atlanta last week, going against Arizona, beating 38-19. And Arizona did move the ball, but Atlanta is a different beast at home. Beast at home, and they can score at will. Tyler Gabriel's coming out of nowhere. So
what is the Browns, man? That's a long story. Yeah. But the Browns that's horrible. How do you give them up?
I just want Terrell Pryor to make it healthy through the season.
Yeah, man, listen.
I just want Terrell Pryor to make it healthy through the season. So listen,
could be that green.
Let's get into we talked about the game, talked about the game plan, but we want to see. Okay. I mean, I see some Sproles. Want to see more Smallwood, more Barner. on offense. Defense, they have to just stay in a gap contain.
Yes.
Really get pressure on the quarterback.
Yes.
I like our corners against their wide receivers. I mean, Brandon LaFell doesn't scare me.
Nope.
He's a good route runner.
Nope.
So he may shake McKelvin out his boots because McKelvin, he bites on those double.
Yeah, I'm like this. I want to see C.J. Smith. At this point right now, let's see what the kid can do. We already know what McKelvin can do. Yeah. Look, I mean, he's on a 1-year deal right now. We're not going to bring him back. Let's see what the kid can do and go from there.
And Jim Schwartz just has to trust
trust him, man.
The younger players. I understand you're familiar with McKelvin. Right. He was familiar with Brooks. Brooks is going and he's out for the season
he's
now.
Not it. He's
so
not
listen,
it.
Look, do some exotic things on defense with your linebackers. You have some horses. You have Hicks. You have Kendricks. Right. Guys with speed. So do some things. Bring pressure.
Mix it up. Don't blitzes the whole 9 yards.
I think, I believe, not just with my heart, but also with my head, that the Eagles will win tomorrow.
I'm praying.
I'm thinking it's gonna be a low scoring game.
I'm praying.
I'm gonna say 17-14.
I got 23-20.
Eagles win.
Eagles win.
Okay. So let's go through the rest of the division. We already seen Dallas against Minnesota Thursday night. Should have been a roughing the passer call on the 2-point version. Sam Bradford, he got mushed in the face. I don't know what happens. Maybe it's just not. He doesn't have enough reputation.
And then the referee said, "Oh, he should have shoulder pads."
Well, I can see from his angle, hit the arm, and it was Cedric Thornton, ex-Eagle, by the way. His left arm hit him on the shoulder pad.
He blocked his view. Yeah.
And he blocked his view. Yeah. But there was another judge right behind from the other side. And that's why I say now they're high. Remember we talked about a couple weeks ago, hiring full-time officials, it's probably expanded instant replay to where you can put in some judgmental penalty calls. That is a situation where not only an extra official on the field would help, but that's something where you can go back and review because something like that.
It's so big in the game.
Yeah,
it's a game changer.
It shouldn't come down to that. It shouldn't come down to that. But look, Des Bryant showed up big for them.
Yeah, he did.
He had 4 catches, 86 yards, and
a
touchdown.
Do they annoy you? Is it me? I get annoyed. Like the little post-game thing with Michael Irvin. Yes, this is my son. This is my son. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if I got some hateration, holleration in this dancery, but they just... I mean, and listen, the Cowboys is balling. I can't take that from them. They're balling right now. They're doing their thing. They just irritate. Like the post-game thing with Zeke with his little half shirt off. That's real questionable. But anyway, with the half shirt, it's just I don't. They just kind of annoy me.
For me, they're good. Don't get me wrong. The Cowboys are good. They're a good football team.
They're very.
To say they're the best team in the NFL, I don't. They take advantage of opportunities given to them by other teams. But the cosmic stars have aligned for them so far up to this point. They've been getting lucky.
But see, what I want the Cowboy fans, you guys gonna watch this a little later, but you guys gotta be honest with yourself. Do you really think you're gonna be Seattle at that?
But listen, Seattle is not without their flaws as well. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but Seattle,
I can't not at this moment, December 3rd, 2016, sit here and say if Seattle plays Dallas, Seattle goes into Dallas and beats them.
Yes, they do.
I cannot say that. Seattle has not proven to me yet.
Let me say, and we got to move on, but let me tell you why.
Move on to what? This is the last segment.
We got to do the picks.
Okay, that's what I was trying.
So what I'm saying
to get there.
Real quick. The reason why I say this because what's one thing that's big in teams?
You got experience. You've been there before.
Bingo. Experience. They got a core that's been together 3 to 4 years.
Now,
that's been in Super Bowls. How many times?
Time out.
How many times been in Super Bowl?
Time out.
How many
They've been in Super Bowl. They've been in Super Bowl twice.
And to the championship, three times?
But listen,
NFC championship.
This is what I'm saying.
It's big, man.
Yes, they have experience.
That goes a long way.
But Dallas, and I can't believe I'm saying this. I really can't. I really can't.
Don't say nothing you won't regret.
You look at Dallas. Besides Ezekiel and Dak, that's it. Those are the new faces to the party. Yes, don't get me wrong. They haven't played.
But they've never been in that big game.
2 years ago, they were 12-4.
They never. But they weren't in the NFC
championship.
Did they make the NFC championship?
They should have.
I mean, should have, could have. I could be 6.
No, they should have lost to Detroit. They should have lost it. They should have lost to Detroit. But that Green Bay game.
Oh, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it should have, could have, would have.
Nah, you can't say that.
No,
you can't look
I should be 6 foot, but it ain't happened.
No, but when you make a proclamation like that to say that Dallas doesn't have experience, you can't look at it. You can't look at it through tainted eyes.
I'm not being biased.
These guys.
This is honest.
But listen, these guys have been there before. They've been on that team. Jason Witten has been there. That's a leader in their locker room. Des Bryant leads by example. And then you got the offensive line that's been intact for the last 4 years.
When I say experience, I'm saying as far
and they're gonna be at home.
I'm saying as far as in that big game, big stage like the NFC Championship. That's a big stage, man. They've never.
No, I understand.
They've never.
I understand.
To you,
but
when you have a team that's been there 3 out of 4 years, and that's a championship.
But I don't like
that's huge.
But from what Seattle showed me in Tampa Bay, they showed me their flaws.
They play 3 games. They travel. They play in an East Coast.
I don't care.
That's big. If you're playing on East Coast,
you saying here saying right now. Hold on, time out. You saying 95% Seattle's gonna beat Dallas?
I forget what team they played.
You gonna say now? You gonna say Seattle gonna beat Dallas? If they play right now, Seattle will beat Dallas.
They're gonna beat Dallas.
They're going to. Okay, we're betting something.
We will.
Look, I don't want it to happen, but Seattle's a flawed team. Just like the Patriots are a flawed team because
you're going off the Tampa game. You can't go off of that.
I'm not going just off the Tampa game.
What other game you going off?
I'm going off our game. You look at our game. If it wasn't for the fact that we played into their hands, you would have 14-13. Yes, our defense played like crap the first half. The second half, we had them in check.
Man, they're just a better team than us.
Right, they're a better team than us.
Period.
They're a better team than us. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you're going based off experiences, which is an intangible.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, until that offensive line for Dallas, when they hit you in the mouth, game after game, after quarter, play after play after play after play, that wears you down.
Oh, absolutely, I agree with that.
Michael Bennett can't just rush and he's gonna get home to that.
What do they have? What do they have though? Now, when I always talk about TOP game, time possession, Seattle can do it.
No, yes, they don't have to run a game.
They got their running backs are good enough to do it.
No. CJ Prosite's gonna be out for the season. All you got is Thomas Rawls. Christine Michael signed with Green Bay.
Thomas Rawls and who's the other kid they got?
I don't know.
Collins. They got Collins, the young kid.
Yeah, their offensive line ain't like that, bro.
Listen,
did they beat us with the run, except for that one big run?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
I'm not trying to get you to go to my side. I'm just trying to look at that.
I mean, I'm looking at. I hear what you're saying. You want me to look at the right picture of the thing.
Right, Russell Wilson will have to do it all on his own,
and he can.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll not. Because I'm telling you, I think Atlanta. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell you right now.
How much time we got, Keith? We gotta make sure. 10 minutes.
So we got time. So I'm gonna tell you right now. You go back and look at that Atlanta-Seattle game. Okay. Atlanta lost. That was a pass interference on Richard Sherman. We all can agree to that.
Right.
Atlanta played them tough. So this was gonna happen. Look, Seattle may not even get a first round bye. They're only one game up in front of Atlanta. They're 7-3-1.
But see, with them it doesn't matter. They can go on the road and win.
No, all right.
Doesn't matter.
So listen to me.
Go ahead.
For Atlanta, okay, they struggled. Seattle struggled with Atlanta.
They did. But now you're talking about playing for the second time. Now you're talking about going to Atlanta. Okay, but again that experience. That's what I'm saying.
Atlanta wasn't in the NFC Championship game.
What, 3-4 years ago?
Same thing, Seattle.
No, Seattle's been in the NFC Championship game 3 years.
All right, but you can't. You saying experience? Experience is experience. No matter how long
it is. But from an Atlanta team, how many players from that team is still there?
Huh?
From that Atlanta
the key
team?
players on that team are still there. Julio's still there.
Ryan,
Matt Ryan. The offensive line is better.
The offensive line is
better.
You
got Tevin Coleman, Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, but
Chip Ace in the hole. Dan Quinn is the head coach.
Honestly,
when Seattle,
when the chips are on the table, and I'm banging the table. I'm getting excited. When the chips are on the table, Seattle's gonna be Atlanta. You know that, not know that. Come on.
Hold on, time out. I can't say that, man.
All right, we'll see. We're not even
because
we got games
man, because you can't do that.
Pick, man.
Stop running from the argument. I hate when you do that.
I'm not running for the argument. I'm not running for the argument.
We got time to go over the picks. I'm not going into detail with these picks. Now you gonna sit right here and you gonna listen to this.
We debated already. We debated about it.
No, you debated.
No, we debated. I debated too.
Look, see, Russell Wilson's first year, 2012. They beat Washington. Right. They went to Atlanta.
And they lost. And after that game, he said to Pete Carroll, we're gonna be back next year.
Okay, so that was 2012. That was four seasons ago, right? Yeah, Atlanta had some down years. Atlanta just played them tough. Okay, they should have beat them.
And they weren't at full strength. Chancellor didn't play. Bennett didn't play.
Who? Bennett was playing.
No, Bennett was out. He got hurt that game.
And that was in Seattle. This game may be in Atlanta. Because Atlanta has an easier schedule.
But what I'm saying to you, with Seattle, it doesn't matter.
You're giving it too much. You know what you're doing right now? You sound just like the AFC people who give the Patriots the right to the Super Bowl when the Patriots should have lost to the Jets because they got outplayed. And they just lost Gronk.
That's another story. Now the Patriots,
but you can't.
Well, listen, AFC. If we want to talk about that, I'm after Gronk going out, they're not making the Super Bowl. They're not going to Super Bowl.
All right, so
the AFC West champions.
But see, what we're doing with Seattle is we're just giving them that credence.
I give them a pass.
I'm not giving them a pass. I can't do that. I can't do this platform and just give Seattle a free pass.
I'm not going to say it. The reason why I'm saying that they're going to get there because they just know how to win, man.
All right, look.
They know how to win.
So I'm going to console you when they don't. Okay, moving on.
We'll do that. We'll see.
Like I said,
and when they win, I'm going to console you.
No.
Okay.
It's console, not console.
Console, whatever it may be. They're going to win. They're going to beat Dallas.
Listen.
And then all the Dallas fans are going to be jumping on the bridge because they're going to be upset.
All right, so who's your long shot to make it to the Super Bowl out of both conferences?
KC. No. Yeah, KC.
Okay, that's AFC. NFC.
Giants.
Okay. Now listen, we'll go to other games in the NFC East. We got Washington going against Arizona. I think Arizona's going to win. The backs are against the wall. They're being questioned. Carson Palmer's really played like crap.
Which is good for us.
Bruce Arians has really called out every wide receiver on the team, except for Larry Fitzgerald. Except for Larry Fitzgerald. So I think Washington's going to. It's just hard to travel that far. Arizona has a lot to play for.
Oh, is that right? I just said about Seattle. You said don't matter.
What you mean?
I said to you, Seattle played the East game. I can't remember who they played. Then they went back to Seattle, played us, and then they went back to Tampa Bay next week. That's tough.
No, I'm talking about Washington.
No, but what I'm saying, my point is, you said the travel don't matter. I said yes, the travel does matter. Nah. That's why they lost to Tampa.
No, because Washington had 3 extra days. They played on Thanksgiving. They had 10 days to rest. I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
All right, Washington's gonna lose that game. Period. But I mean, what I'm saying is the travel.
So now you got the Giants. You got the Giants going to Pittsburgh.
So wait, hold on. So you have Washington losing.
Yeah.
I also have Washington losing. Yeah. 27-20. Go ahead.
Okay, so Arizona going to win a game. I don't know how much they're winning by. I don't care about that. They'll just win.
That's your thing. Be different.
So Pittsburgh hosting in New York.
Okay. At Pittsburgh.
At Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. They had 3 extra days to rest for the game. They really start featuring him in. They turn into a power team.
Must-win game.
Sprinkle Antonio Brown there. And every game for Pittsburgh now is a must-win.
Must-win, yeah.
Because them and Baltimore's going back and forth.
Right now they're a game out. But like you said, Le'Veon Bell. He's going to be turning the wheels.
Yep.
Here's the problem though. Odell Beckham, and I hate to say it, he's balling.
He's balling. That's why I said next week.
And his secondary,
Dallas ain't got no answer.
And his secondary right now, Pittsburgh's secondary is kind of questionable. So here's the thing: if Pittsburgh wins the TOP game, then the Giants lose the game. If Pittsburgh doesn't win the TOP game, time of possession, people out there, then the Giants win the game. So that's the biggest key to the game.
I think Pittsburgh found something in Indianapolis, and Scott Tolzien helped. Andrew Luck not playing that helped. They kind of figured out what they're going to do. Defensively, they changed their identity. They gave it the 1 touchdown drive to Indianapolis, but since then they shut them out. And you play with confidence, you play with emotion. And I just think Roethlisberger's hitting the stride. Thank God, because he's my fantasy quarterback. He's hitting the stride now, and Antonio Brown's hitting the stride as well. So I really look for Pittsburgh to win the game. I'm not going to say easily because the Giants have started.
It's going to be tight.
Giants have started to run the ball more effectively.
Yeah.
And with Odell Beckham against that secondary for Pittsburgh, yes, that would maybe some trouble there.
Right.
But I'm just giving Pittsburgh the home field advantage.
Right.
I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I'd probably say 20, 28. 28-25, something like that.
All right.
So
I'm going real quick. I'm going with Pittsburgh, and I'm not just saying it because the New York Heat, whatever. It's gonna be a tight game.
Right.
Like I said, Beckham's balling right now. Sterling Shepard, who I wanted on the Eagles, they got unfortunately, is looking really well. Eli Manning is gonna be the key in the game. I mean, which Eli are we going to see? Let's say it like this. And Paul Perkins, who I like as well from UCLA, plays for the Giants.
He's smaller than I thought he is, actually.
Yeah, what is he, like 5'10"?
Yeah, but not just frame-wise.
Yeah, like 5'10", 205, 208. But, I mean, I liked him coming out of UCLA. I really liked him. Right. But, I mean, they started to run, and Jennings is looking good. But I honestly, I just feel like this is the game where Eli Manning could be the turning point as far as which Eli are we going to see. Are we going to see the Eli that can throw the touchdowns, do the things that he does, or are we going to see the Eli that makes those bonehead plays in some of those big moments?
Right.
So, honestly, I got Pittsburgh winning. I'm thinking 34-31. It's going to be really tight.
This the division view. So we have Eagles winning, moving to 6-6. So then the Giants lose, they'll go to 8-4, and Washington loses, they'll go to 6-6-1.
6-5-1.
No,
because right now they're 6-4-1.
They are 6-4-1.
Yeah, 6-4-1 right now. Because here's the thing: if Washington loses, then we're only getting half a game out of the 6th seed.
Out of the 6th spot.
And then if Tampa loses, we move up. Tampa and Green Bay loses, we move up to the 7th seed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a possibility that can happen. Just to look at games on a broader spectrum, some key games that interest me.
Yes.
That we'll go through real quick is Denver at Jacksonville. Trevor Siemian's not going to play. It's going to be Paxton Lynch's 2nd career start.
That could be a problem for Siemian. The reason why I'm saying, I know it's, fantasy implications, but I'm gonna say this real quick.
He played a hell of a game.
Siemian?
That was a good game Sunday night towards the 4th quarter. I mean, the first 3 quarters were bad, but at that 4th quarter, the game turned into a good game.
I'm gonna make a comparison. Let me see if you agree with me. He's a young Fitzpatrick.
Who, Siemian?
The reason why I say that,
I don't know. He doesn't have the interceptions like that though.
Not right now, but he's going to be that guy because
if they ask him to throw the ball that many times,
but he's that guy that he looks good in some games. He's like, oh man, this dude might be all right. But then later on, you're gonna see like, nah,
this is still his first year as a starter.
Yeah,
gotta give him time.
Honestly, I go Paxton Lynch, man. And I think this could be a game. If Paxton Lynch does what he does, man, it could be. They might have to make a
look, Denver realistically could be on the outside looking in at 7-4.
Right now, 7.
AFC West is the best division of football. I've constantly said that all year.
Yeah.
So you think have Denver winning the game?
Yeah, Denver should win.
Denver on the road against Jacksonville, they should win. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Simeon's going to do. What Lynch is going to do. What Lynch is going to do. I want to see more Devontae Booker as well. I just think that's just too much for Jacksonville. I think this is the end of Gus Bradley, and I hate to say it, Blake Bortles. From what I've seen, if you ever listen, subscribe to the Chris Sims and Adam Lefkoe podcast from Bleacher Report. Very good. They go in detail about Blake Bortles and his arm release and his motion overall. He's just not.
Who's it remind you of? Someone else had an arm release problem. Man, who was it? Tim Tebow, but somebody else besides Tim Tebow. I can't remember. It was another quarterback that went through the same exact thing. It's like, oh, his arm release has to get shortened up, and I can't remember who it was. It escapes me, but maybe later on.
Now, there is a good game. Team that's on a 6-game winning streak at home, on the road actually, and I'm talking about first-year head coach Adam Gase and Miami Dolphins going into the FedEx Field, going to play Baltimore.
That's a big game.
That's a big game.
Very big game. Shout out to
because Miami is in right now.
Yeah,
Miami is in over Denver right now.
6 straight wins.
6 straight wins. AJ Ajayi.
Defense is playing well.
I think they're going to be without Devontae Parker.
Yeah, he's going to be out.
He's going to be out. So you got Jarvis Landry, Kenny Stills.
Yep.
Now the Ravens secondary is slow, which we can. Eagles fan, keep your
Jimmy
eye.
Smith's back. By the way, Jimmy Smith is back.
All right, so Eagles fans, keep your eye on that game so you can get a good look at
Kenny
Baltimore. Kenny Stills possibly free agency because he is a free agent coming up. But just look at, we got Temple alum Tavon Young is the starting cornerback for Baltimore. You got John Harbaugh obviously with his ties.
Yes, sir.
So I look at Baltimore to win this game because it is home and Baltimore is very, very tough at home with that defense. That's a big line. That's a big defensive line. There's some big boys.
Suggs is churning.
Yeah.
Suggs
this dude just keeps on going, man.
Steps up, man.
Two Achilles.
And he got the messed up tricep.
Yeah, tore tricep. Like, it's crazy, man.
He's a throwback, man. He's one of those players. He's one of those players that Ray Lewis talked about that just plays, man.
Yeah.
He gets it done.
And look who he learned under Ray Lewis and Ed Reed.
Ed Reed, yeah. So you got the Dolphins losing.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins losing.
I don't know, man. I think this is a big game for the Dolphins. I think this is a statement game because honestly, they could be seeing them again within the next 5 weeks or so in the playoffs.
Right.
Honestly, I think right now the way they're playing right now, Tannehill's actually turning right now. He's turning the rocks over.
Adam Gase showed you that he's the real deal.
And if you look at it, everywhere Adam Gase has been, Jay Cutler been successful.
Yep.
He was somewhere else before. I mean, that quarterback was successful. He
was with Peyton.
He's with Peyton. He just gets it done. And the way he shook up that team, man. And again, I talked to Ben Turok. Shout out to Ben Turok. He's down in Florida. My buddy. He talks every day. We talk about the Finns. And the way he just turned the team around, he benched guys. He benched Merrill Williams right now is a situational player. He benched Maxwell.
He's doing
the things that he needs
Jeffrey
to do.
Lurie, you should have let him walk out the door, man.
He couldn't, man. The Dolphins got their hand on him. He couldn't do anything about it. But just the way he's doing it right now, he's got these guys believing. So Kiko is balling.
Kiko's balling.
That right there, I said, man.
Every ex-Eagle is balling right now for the team now. Maxwell looks half decent in zone coverage, what he's supposed to do. Kiko's doing his thing. You got LaShawn playing 10 games,
playing well.
819 yards.
Thanks, Chip Kelly. Appreciate you. So anyway, but like I said, Dolphins.
Now look,
I got Dolphins winning this game.
You got Dolphins. Okay, I got you got Miami. So let's just go through it. So we did Washington losing. Okay, we did Giants losing.
Okay.
So we're same there, right? Then we had Baltimore, Denver winning, both of us. Baltimore. You got Miami. Okay. So we're going to start trying to keep a running total.
Yes, we're going to have
so we picked, that's 4 games so far?
Yes, sir.
And the Eagles game, we both went Eagles.
Yes, sir.
So that's 5. So, okay. But now I want to give you my upset to the week in 2 games.
Okay.
Okay? There's no divisional games this week, actually, because the NFL backloaded the end of the season with divisional games. Which is good for TV, good for fans.
Absolutely.
And good for rivalries, revenge games.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go with my upset. There's 2 potential upsets.
Okay.
I'm looking at Buffalo versus Oakland. In Oakland. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because Oakland has a hard time stopping the run.
Go ahead.
And Buffalo can run the hell out of the ball.
Got you.
All right. And coming off that win Monday night, I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it.
It's a tough game.
I'm going Houston over Green Bay in Lambeau. Because that's secondary, and if you look closely at Houston's wide receiver core, but Houston's wide receiver core is nothing to sneeze at.
He's got to get the ball to him.
You got DeAndre Hopkins, you got Will Fuller, who's getting healthy now.
Yes, he is.
One of the fastest players in the league.
But do you trust Osweiler?
Yeah,
I don't.
I trust him in this game because if you look, Green Bay really didn't pressure us that much unless they blitz. Yeah. And Houston's offensive line is pretty good definitely good at run protection and decent at pass protection. And their defense, their corners, Jonathan Joseph, Kareem Jackson,
decent.
It's AJ Abuye. So then you got Jadeveon Clowney, you got Vince Wilfork. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but my thing is, what we gotta understand is this, and we saw it last week. Aaron Rodgers basically said. Aaron Rodgers said it. He said, we ain't got nothing to worry about. We're about to start winning. He said, in so many words, he said, as long as we play on both sides of football, we're going to start winning. And right now, if they play anything like they did last week.
No.
Because they play anything like they did last week. I say that? At Lambeau, that home cooking.
Yeah, you know why I say that? Because Bill O'Brien's not Doug Peterson. Bill
O'Brien, I'll give you that.
Houston traditionally runs the ball.
I'll give you that.
Lamar Miller and that offensive line will be able to run the ball on.
But what's in the equation, though? The equation is Ross Osweiler.
It's really it's Osweiler. It's Osweiler versus Rodgers.
You don't know what you're going to get. But with Osweiler, you don't know what you're going to get. And right now, there's games where he just doesn't step up. He just disappears. He's on milk carton. And this is one of the games. So I got offhand. I got Lambeau. I got the big Lambeau crowd. The home cooking. Green Bay's going to win this game, and it's going to be 34-17.
Oh, you think it's going to be a big win?
Yes, sir.
I don't see that happening.
Yes, sir.
I don't see that happening.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Listen, that's about it. That wraps it up for this week's show. Look, once again, glad Tiger's back. I hope peace and comfort comes to Joe B. Knight's family. I hope your mom gets better as well.
Yes, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that.
Philly Sports Guys on Facebook, GUYZ. And our #1 PSG show on Twitter as well. You can search Philly Sports Guys. We'll come up either way. Hit us up. Hit myself up. Peter Evans. I'm on Facebook. Aaron Robbins on Facebook.
Yes,
ask any questions. Give us any feedback. Tell us if you like watching this. Just anything you did we could do better, do different. Give us some poll questions.
Haters, please respond. Haters. There's a lot of haters. And
there's room for y'all.
Haters and naysayers. Come out there and say what you need to say. I mean, we doing this. We're trying to do this, and we're just trying to grow and get better and do our thing. So
look, and real quick,
what we do.
My YGGT of the week is the Wells Fargo Center officials who did not turn the AC on, who took a game.
Somebody got fired. Yeah, they won't be back.
Yeah. And then people were playing on the court earlier before.
And slipping, right?
Slipping. Just regular pickup games. You can do pickup games at the center. Yeah. If you buy enough group tickets. But that's just uncalled for. And shout out to Clyde Drew getting engaged, man. Captain getting engaged.
Okay.
You know, hockey. People don't know hockey players get a lot of
hockey.
Hockey.
They don't talk like that. Hockey. Play the game. Hockey.
They got to say it because they ain't got no teeth, man.
Hockey.
They ain't got no teeth.
I'm playing hockey. A ball.
For Aaron, I'm Peter, Philly Sports Guys.
Oh, man.
We're about to get out of here, man.
Enjoy the weekend, peoples. You know, go Birds. Hopefully we win.
Be safe out there, holiday shopping and traveling as well. I know it kind of gets crazy. Stores get packed with crowds.
I don't want another week, man. I don't want another bad week. I just want a good week. I want to be happy this week.
Yeah, because Doug Peterson, you can be on this YGTG week next week.
I want to be happy, man. I just want to be happy. I work hard, and I want to watch my boys. I want to be happy. Can I get that? Is that too much to ask for?
Remember all that fighting you did for Aaron Rodgers because he was right for Brett Favre? You know what I mean?